Hello, I'm Councillor Caroline Woodley. I'm Cabinet Member for Families, Parks and Leisure, and I'm standing as your Labour candidate for the role of directly elected Mayor of Hackney. As a single parent, I found life in London hard at first, but I soon discovered my Hackney support network. Over the last 2 decades, I've raised my son in Hackney and discovered firsthand what it is like to grow up in the borough that I absolutely love. We have found many opportunities, but huge challenges too. This is a borough of solidarity, culture and innovation, but it has also been hugely impacted by Tory austerity. The housing crisis, the climate emergency, NHS services stretched to capacity. That is why I am standing as your Mayor of Hackney. I want to lead a council that will face challenges head on and always support its communities. An inclusive, Labour-led council that supports residents to overcome adversity. I will support people over developers, small businesses over large corporations, and I am absolutely committed to tackling threats to the climate and our ecology. I would like to widen our sites of importance for nature conservation and support local nature recovery. I know how to win for Labour. In 2018, I stood for election in the ward where I live. At that time, it had been held for 16 years by 3 Liberal Democrats. We won all 3 seats for Labour and turned the ward red. As a Hackney Cabinet Member, I have delivered an exciting programme of community investment, transforming parks and play areas across the borough with more improvements to come. I've secured £12 million from Department for Education to create 300 more places for children with special educational needs and disabilities, so they do not have to leave our borough for the education they deserve. I've driven forward plans for a new generation of leisure facilities in Hackney, building on the success of our flagship Britannia Leisure Centre. Representation matters to me. Labour has led the way in supporting women in politics, but we know we can do more for our directly elected mayors. Hackney Labour has achieved so much, from our new generation of council housing to the hundreds of jobs we have insourced. But I know that right now we need to rebuild trust with the people of Hackney, and I will make this an absolute priority of my administration. We need a strong and compassionate leader to spearhead a campaigning council. A leader who stands with teachers, rail workers and NHS staff fighting for a living wage. With renters calling for rent control. With the Windrush generation who rebuilt this country and did so much for this borough and then were told that they weren't citizens. With so many people who, like me, moved to Hackney and found a home. I am standing to be your candidate for Mayor on a bold Hackney Labour platform, dedicated to building social housing, tackling climate change and continuing our commitment to making Hackney an inclusive and anti-racist borough. Please lend me your vote as your candidate for the Labour Mayor of Hackney.